Bro, now nigga get changed. Chop get blues on the mouth through the maze. Push star coupe on in the king. Standing there blocking up, serving the feed. Pie got not get to the blue cheese. Four got rocks up, serving the weed. I been out of town on the roads of my dreams. Four got a Glock with a scope and a beam. Nigga,
you building up fan bases in all the places you go. So even if you gotta open up for bigger artists and shit, you gotta just do that shit, cause that's gonna help. That's what's really gonna help get you out there. You trying to just throw your own show or do a show in your city or something, that's gonna get you some footage or like some to show you still doing something a little bit in your city, but it ain't gonna fully get you nowhere unless you 9 times out of 10 bring out a bigger artist. So it's like, you might as well just do that shit if you're just an upcoming local artist. Like, that shit helps a lot for sure.
It's not even a question. I don't know. It's like, that's like a question for like SoundCloud niggas or niggas who are just getting into this shit. Like, is this like gonna blow? It's like, no, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Because until you start looking at yourself as a business or an actual brand, and it's like, if you do look at yourself as a business or an actual brand, then you would see that any business that was ever started, you know what I'm saying, had startup capital and seed investment or a bank loan or whatever the fuck it took for you to get off the ground. The hard part is learning where to put that money for the best results so you don't keep losing and lose your steam. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a question of whether you should or shouldn't invest. It's not a question. The question is where to invest for you to get the quickest, best traction and the most for your dollars. You know what I'm saying? What audience is gonna fucks with you the most?
Yeah, that's some free game too right there. But I was just gonna say too, get a shorty some game too, cause it be a lot of motherfuckers I know too from the city, just all type of shit, bro. Like, cause motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, man, my shit just gonna pop without motherfucker having to invest in myself type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit like that. But you will hear that all type of, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of motherfuckers. But
yeah,
just get the shorty some game, cause you know what I'm saying, my city type shit.
Sure. In terms of, do you have anything you want to say on that? As an artist?
I mean,
Before I do.
Niggas just don't realize and understand that there's tens of thousands of artists. Like, so you just trying to just do that and not put no money behind yourself. How you think you gonna win if 1,000 other artists put up a lot of money for themselves to get somewhere? Like, one of them gonna get somewhere before you do without putting up no money for yourself. Like, you got to.
And if you don't, you're just literally, it's the same thing as buying a lottery ticket at Circle K. It's like you're just playing the lottery, and you can play the lottery your whole life if you want, or you can just, you know what I'm saying, actually make yourself into an entity that in turn people have to pay to be around, you know? Like if you want to, you know, why would you want or think that it's okay to charge for a feature if there's nothing behind your name or your brand? You know what I'm saying? So like that's why an artist like him, who's not a little bit older, but he's not in his teens like a kid and shit, but would understand that, like, okay, if I'm gonna be charging somebody $200 or $250 to get on a track with me, like what is worth me, you know what I'm saying? Like where's the reason why I'm charging that? Well, okay, it's because I've opened for these artists in these states, I get X amount of plays, I have songs with XYZ, so of course you would have to pay to be in my network. So as an up and coming independent artist, like until you know, land your lottery ticket deal, you know, whatever that may be, a couple $100K, maybe a couple M's, whatever. Meanwhile, you know, you can be building your brand and building up your business, you know.
Let me get back to you real quick, brother. So shit, what else? So you was doing the camera shit, right?
Yeah.
Doing the camera, you know what I'm saying? You started shooting music videos, you said? Started shooting music videos. How was that for you type shit at the time type shit? Like, is that what you wanted to do type shit?
Yeah. Something just clicked. I don't really know what other way to put it, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, okay, like, it's what I've always done as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Try to get other kids at school and shit to think our shit was cool and view it and stuff like that. And then as an adult, it's kind of the same concept. It's like, oh, is make shit look cool to, you know what I'm saying, to sell it and or to gain traction on it or views or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So the two were just like Excalibur, and then it was like no question, you know, like once I started to see like people wanting to pay for that, you know,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I can scale this up and like.
Would you start charging at first?
Gas money, what everybody should charge, you know, while you're building a brand. I think niggas buy a camera and think they can charge $1,000. I think that's the wrong way to do it, especially if you actually care about your scene, community, or music and art, you know, or your own brand. Like, if you're just looking to make a quick buck, like, you could go be a car salesman or play the stocks or crypto guy or one of these other guys, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you're doing this shit long term and to build something, like, yeah, just go with the demand.